Hi guys, so today I'm going to quickly review the Daiso laminate film. I had mentioned these the last time I did a haul from Daiso, and I bought them in the past. I just never used them, but whenever I see them, I'm like, oh, I should stock up on this, even though I hardly even use my laminator. I used to use it a lot more often back in the day, especially when I was going to school, but as you can see, I even lost the little guard that goes in the back that kind of holds the paper up. You're supposed to be able to flip it forward to put it away. I don't know, it's gone. I don't think this opens up, does it? Yeah, so this is my Scotch TL901. It's old. I'm gonna turn it on for now because it has to warm up. I'm trying to read here. It just says plástico para something. I don't know. Just laminate film. It just has different words. I'm trying to see if it says how thick it is. Because if you recall, or at least on my machine, there's a 5 plus milliliter plastic, so it's a heavier duty, or the 3 mil, right? And usually these people are very, very particular, and they always put measurements and things, but it just says, number 1, when laminating triangular or round shapes, insert paper. I don't know what that means. Number 2, tuck the paper up to the seal portion of the laminate film, meaning like put it all the way up to the top, right? So you put it in there. Insert it into the laminating machine with the seal portion of the laminate film going in first. And then leave a margin of 5 millimeters or more from the document being laminated, then cut to adjust the edge. That's like if you just want to cut out a shape or something. If you're doing a whole sheet, that's a different story. But yeah, because even down here it just says 330 by 260 millimeters, which is basically a little bit bigger than your standard American size paper, the A2 size paper. So we'll just leave it on 5 because I don't want to have to do it again. 5 is obviously thicker, goes a little slower, and it's a little bit hotter, I guess, supposedly. So let's open this up, and then I have a sheet of paper here because I was like, what do I want to laminate? I don't really have much to laminate. Again, at Daiso, everything's $1.50, so it's a big difference from buying Scotch ones or any other brand, right? So we're gonna open it up. It does have like a sheen, matte on the inside, sheen on the outside. I have this old piece of paper, and I like to make different crocheted items or like gigabit 8 gig things, and this is a little design I liked, and as you see, it's very much been battered. So you're supposed to line up whatever it is that you're putting in up against this, right? This crease. So I'm gonna try to get it in there as far up as I can, try to flatten out where it's all kind of beat up. This thing is putting out a funky smell. I haven't used this in a very long time, and it smells weird. So what's a bummer about this paper is it is just about as wide as a piece of paper, which is kind of weird because usually, yeah, it's 8.5 by 11, right? A standard A2 size paper. And these guys are 11.9 by 8.5 inches. So it is just as wide as your piece of paper. So if you're trying to do that, normally you want a little extra edge on the sides, right, to seal, because it's not going to touch. So that's kind of a bummer. I would have to cut this paper down. I'm not going to because I want to see what it looks like, right? With the just standard paper. I think this is, well, I think it's ready. The light hasn't come on yet. So when this light turns green, I will come right back and we will pop it in. I'm not kidding. This has been heating up for about 10 minutes and it's a lot hotter up here, but I think I'm going to do 3 mil. I know I keep going back and forth. It's just that when I'm feeling this, I remember what the 5 mil ones feel like. And they're a lot thicker. So let me go with 3, even though I don't want to change my mind midway here, but I'm gonna keep letting it heat up and see what happens. No joke, I have cooked my lunch and eaten it, and this thing still has not said it's ready. I'm just gonna run it through. Maybe the light is, something's wrong with it. I can feel it's a lot hotter than it was when it began. Let's see what happens. Again, push it through with the top, what you would consider the top. Well, I guess it's not ready because it's not taking it in. Or, actually, am I doing this wrong? I haven't done this in a long time. Like, maybe. There we go. I was putting it in the wrong way. I haven't used this machine in forever. That's kind of why you need that little back piece so you don't have to sit here and hold it. But I'm sure it's somewhere in a box. Because like I said, military, we're always moving. It's got to be somewhere. I did start it off way too close to the right, though, because it's really right on the edge. But that's okay. It looks pretty good. Feels good. nice and stiff once it gets past there. How funny. I'm like, shove it back up. And then I thought I was thinking about, I don't remember it sucking it up. Yeah, it's more gravity pulling it, letting it come out. And at the end, you release it. And I flattened it out really nicely. Remember, my paper was all crazy. And yeah, it didn't need any kind of... The release button, excuse me, I guess it's like if you're working with it and it's being funny, you can press this and then just take it back out, right? But again, this area got really close to the side. But look at that. Even at that, it really closed up onto the paper. Like this is one. I don't have any problem with that. Like I said, I usually like to have a little bit of a edge all around, but it really stuck to the paper really well. So this is kind of nice because it's so inexpensive, and I have a lot of patterns like this that I print out like from Google and different things, bracelets or whatever. It's nice to have it, and it's super inexpensive, right? So for $1.50 you get 11 of them, where if I was to buy these Scotch ones, they're a lot more expensive. So it's easier to just go ahead and justify, you know, covering everything basically. And then you can pop holes in it. You can still do whatever you want. If you don't cut the excess, you can do that. But pretty good, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all at the next one. I mean, look at that seal. I don't see any bubbles or anything in here. I say that and then I touched it. I'm like, hey, is that a bubble? No. Nope. Pretty good. Bye now.